Hello, my friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family. Guys, we're looking at basically a map of the world, and I want you to pay attention. This is Mimic. Look at what happens down here in Antarctica. We have this anomalous energetic right there and there. Energies that come up, hit into Africa, and then go shooting up into Helene. And we've seen this before. Do you remember like all the cases we had with the anomalous flooding and then also having the water recede? We've seen this before go out. And I remember when we had the water receding over here in Brazil down towards Uruguay, you would see a blast here, and then all of a sudden you had the water receding. And we've seen this before with storms like going over towards Hawaii, and we've seen this even in cases of earthquakes. So it's very, very curious, and this many people feel that this is really coming from a base in Antarctica, and this is part of their weather control system. So again, you see a blast there and a blast there, and it does look like the storm changes as it goes on up after the blast. So is this more evidence of direct weather modification, weather control? Antarctica obviously is it's just such a mysterious place with so many reports, of everything from frozen alien bodies, Nazi bases, and actually this is right from the area where the Nazis were known to have a base, right down in this area. And supposedly the Nazis, have been working with, the U.S. government for many, many decades now. As an agreement was made after Admiral Byrd went down there and basically got his butt kicked and had to leave the area because of the technology that they had with their UFOs that just made them so far superior to the World War II military power that the United States had. So this is exactly coming from where there was known Nazi bases. And it's very curious, how many times have we seen this? I mean, I've seen this a lot of times, at least half a dozen. Half a dozen times easy, probably more, where these things always occur, these blasts of energy always occur around something that's happening currently. A hurricane, anomalous water event, even earthquakes, mysteriously. They always seem to be around these type of events. So is this just another case of weather control, weather modification? Perhaps, perhaps. Last night, guys, I couldn't sleep. Tried to get to sleep early. Couldn't sleep. Obviously, ended up getting up, making another video. And her helicopter overhead after midnight, circling. So went out and took a look, and had a spotlight on. It was looking just basically right over on the other side of some woods from me. And my neighbor saw it too. He was walking out there. He was filming it. I was filming it. And as we're looking over to where the spotlight's going down, all of a sudden we see a huge plume of smoke go up in the air. And apparently a neighbor's house over there exploded, which was weird because, as you know, the last video I did was, again, recapping the explosions up in Massachusetts. And obviously that was a big event. And there was other ones. There was one in Ohio, there's one in Pennsylvania, one in Mexico, probably more that we don't even know about. There's a lot of weird electromagnetic things going on right now. People can sense it and feel it. Many people are having their batteries die on them, electrical appliances die on them. I've heard several friends talking about, alternators being shot and batteries being dead, and they're not old. Very, very weird things going on. Is this part of the magnetosphere's decline, more energy coming in. It feels like it could very well be plasma discharge events. We're seeing the lightning is way different than it ever was in our lifetimes. Very, very interesting times, my friends. So I just wanted to get you guys aware of this anomalous event again. And as I said, it happened before when we had those receding water anomalies, like down here in Brazil. I remember seeing exactly like we're seeing here. A beam of energy would come up, and just like these went, it went straight in here, and then we had that anomalous water event where the water all disappeared. Same thing over here. It came up and blasted over on this side. So is this part of weather modification? Is this coming from that Nazi base that's been down there in Antarctica? Perhaps it is. Perhaps it is. Maybe we'll know all the answers in time, but guys, stay safe out there. A lot of you are really feeling it, like something big is coming. Whether it's, grid related, grid going down. Many people are talking about an imminent event on the coastlines. Very, very interesting. That video that we had on the yesterday with that flaming object, I blew it up, and I just don't see how it's a plane. That's not a plane. How is this a plane? It's just, it doesn't make sense that this is a plane. Because a couple people said, oh, it's a plane, but most of you guys didn't think it was a plane. And some of you guys said that that's not even in the atmosphere. That's way, way out there. So what is this? Is this what we've been waiting for? It is amazing. I mean, this lady had this in sight for a long time. A long time. If it was a plane, you wouldn't have had it in sight for that long a time, giving you this type of effect. She was watching it for a long time, and her husband had seen it and called her to go get the camera, and she set it up on a tripod. Yeah, I don't think so. That just doesn't seem likely. I know sometimes it could look, and she showed an airplane as well, and sometimes you could get that type of effect a little bit, but not like this. This is something else. It's definitely something else. So we are definitely in very interesting times, my friends. You all be safe out there. Stay safe, stay alert, be extra vigilant. It really is pretty wild out there, and people are sensing the energies. So my friends, as always, thumbs up to support the channel. Please do subscribe, join our family, click the bell, make sure you get all the notifications. A lot of there's definitely been a lot of suppressing this information in many ways, so make sure you are getting all the notifications. And as always, my friends, God bless and namaste.